Well, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and the largest Veterans Day event in the country happening right here in New York City. It's the Veterans Day Parade, this marking the 250th anniversary of America's three senior military branches. We've got the Army, the Marine Corps, and the Navy.
Yeah, and more than 20,000 participants going to be marching up Fifth Avenue in Manhattan to honor those who have served in the U.S. military for their service and their sacrifice. One of the grand marshals of this year's parade joining us here in studio, former Staff Sergeant Clint Romesha. Clint, I was reading your story and how honorable you joined the Army back in 1999. Yeah. I read, not only are you a third generation, but you wanted to join at 17. But your father said, wait, yep. At least till you're 18. So obviously you had this draw, this, I guess, need inside of you to want to serve? You know,
it's like so many Americans, like that's what's kind of built in us is service back to others and try to help and do more than what we're taking. Growing up, that's what was kind of impressed upon me. My granddad and my dad never made it feel like it was a requirement to be in the military, but to give back more than you're taking. So my path was put the uniform on, and in '99, there wasn't a lot going on, so that's what my dad was trying to give me a heads up on. Not letting me sign at 17.
Yeah, but things changed after 2001, and you were in Afghanistan. You battled through your own injuries in Afghanistan to rescue men who needed rescued and helped. President Obama at the time was the one who awarded you this Medal of Honor, which is the highest honor that a president can give for those heroic efforts. You remember that moment? And when you were given that and what that represented to you? You know,
it was a blur that day, being at the White House in 2013. You know, it's so humbling to be recognized and being the kind of the caretaker of the medal, but it's not mine. It's for all of those that have put the uniform on, past, present, and unfortunately the future ones. And I remember being there at the White House just thinking, you know, why me? I didn't do anything special. I had 50 other Americans with me and 8 great men that gave their lives more than what was ever required of me. But I just remember looking out, and in the first row was my family. Right behind them was the 8 Gold Star families, and just to the left was the guys I served with that day. And I thought, you know, it kind of sucks to be here in this moment because it's not given when things went really well. It's when things have gone horribly sideways and bad. But what a great way to share it together with my family, my Gold Star families, and my Army family.
Well, so many appreciate what you've done, and we thank you for your service. I mean, when you consider the sacrifice over the years and the fact that you have retired, right, but you continue to stay involved, and here you are, the Grand Marshal of the Veterans Day Parade for tomorrow. Quite the honor.
You know, it's a special moment to be part of. You know, Veterans Day is a time that we really celebrate all those men and women that raise that right hand and say, I will go and do. You know, that's part of a fraternity and a brotherhood and an experience that you don't get anywhere else except for military service. And even though you take the uniform off, so many veterans still continue to serve after service.
Did you pack your winter jacket?
You know, coming in from North Dakota, I'm always ready for a little chilly season.
We were talking about the Veterans Day Parade here in New York City, and there isn't really a month quite like November. I mean, October is kind of secretly one of the best months, but November you can have these wild swings in temperatures, and with things going to be pretty cold. Have you ever participated in a Veterans Day Parade in New York City? Do you know what to expect, or is this the first go?
This is my first time being here in person. Right. I've been able to watch it on TV multiple times and always look at it as, you know, just I mean, it's the largest Veterans Day Parade in the country.
Yeah.
There's so many others out there that are doing the same thing, but to come here and unite once again together, I don't care how cold it's going to be, the feelings are going to be warm, the people are going to be warm, and we're all reuniting once again of what that service and sacrifice means on this day.
Yeah, I think we checked around 32 tomorrow morning in Manhattan.
I guess it could be colder.
Well, the wind chill will make it feel colder. And yeah, I think it's also important, you know, the veterans for their service and for the family members too. If you know any families that are traveling all over with their spouses too, it is also a nod to them and what they do throughout each year while their spouse is in service.
Yeah, it's a family business. Yeah. It's not just one soldier, sailor, airman, Marine that's going over wearing the uniform. It's all of their families back home supporting them every day, understanding that there's still more to be done.
Yeah.
Even though you've retired, you've remained part of that. I mean, once in the military, always in the military. There are several initiatives. One that was highlighted was, to us, was Pure Talk. You are in some way involved. Can you explain what Pure Talk is? And
You know, I've been involved with Pure Talk over the last 2 years and came on board with them as one of their veteran ambassadors to help reach out to other veterans in partnership with America Warrior Partnership, a nonprofit that pairs up with local communities to help end veteran suicide. Pure Talk has been amazing because of the roundup they've been doing. The roundup has raised over almost $500,000 in the last 2 years to provide that support to America Warrior Partnership, and it's because of that customer base that understands that service to country doesn't have to come from wearing a uniform. It can be simple actions, that if we're all doing a little, we can equal a lot. And for them to come in and realize that Pure Talk is an American company that employs Americans, that offers reliable cell phones and wireless networks to our nation, especially in this time, you know, active duty service members get a 20% discount. You know, they've been furloughed and get kind of their pay kind of chopped up. But this is something Pure Talk has done from the start because they stand for something. They don't just talk about what they're going to do. They actually show up and do it. And providing these benefits and stepping in for these veteran communities where sometimes they're falling short. It's been amazing to be a part of.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we're getting into the holiday season and a lot of people look to give back. You can always win by giving back to our veterans and to our families. We really appreciate you having in studio. Not always we get somebody in studio, right?
It's an
Thank
honor.
you so much, Clint.
Yeah,
Former
appreciate
Staff Sergeant Clint Romesha. If you head out to the Veterans Day Parade in Manhattan, it'll be a frigid one.
Yeah.
It'll be warm with love, as Clint said.
We can do push-ups in the meantime to stay.
there you go.
Or get a cup of coffee.
It's the largest one. Our natural body heat will help too if it's just too cold. But
Right.
All week here on Fox Weather and across all of our Fox platforms, we have been honoring those vets. They deserve to live with dignity, independence, not on the streets.
And that is why we are making camo our cause in support of the Honor U.S. Vets campaign. You can join us by making a donation and wearing camo this Veterans Day, which is tomorrow. Post your camo on social with the hashtag Honor U.S. Vets.
And to donate, learn more about how you can prevent and end veteran homelessness, just go to go.fox/US Vets. You see the URL on the screen there, or you can scan the QR code. We'll be right back.